everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy. I wanted to say hi to all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. If you are new to the channel, on this channel I like to make reseller content, so that could be come thrift with me's, what sold videos like I'm doing today, informational videos, unboxings. So if any of that is interesting to you and you are not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm getting really close to 1,000. That was my goal for this year, to reach that. So we are almost there. I have a lot to go over today. I'm just going to start with a little channel update. I normally did videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think I need to cut back a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of YouTube burnout. So I think I'm going to keep my What's Old Wednesdays on Wednesdays, obviously, and then do Friday videos. If I happen to, have a lot going on one week, maybe I'll throw one in on Monday. But as of right now, I'm just gonna go down to 2. So now I'm going to jump into the Mercari updates. I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning and I think it was like 5:30. I checked my email and there's like this long list of stuff that Mercari just decided to change and gave us 4 hours notice. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see when the email was sent. So it looks like the email was sent at 3:17 in the morning. And the effects went into place at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So really didn't give us much at all to look into anything. While I was up, I was trying to look through their terms of service so I could get some more information. There wasn't much there. So I went to Facebook and all the groups, and everyone was, obviously freaking out about all the changes. They have now seemed to update their terms of service. So I just kind of wanted to go over that a little bit from what I could find, because some of the changes were a little concerning to me. So the biggest change is there's going to be a 0% selling fee for a seller. So when I put my item out there for $22, I will be getting $22 back. Before, you had to pay the 10% fee, there was a processing fee, and was there another fee? I can't even remember. But anyway, that is now completely waived. It's not a promotional time that they're doing it. It is just completely gone. So since that is gone, now the buyer has to pay 50 cents for a transaction fee, and then they're going to pay 2.9% of the entire order. So that includes shipping, taxes, and all of that. It also says that if you use credit that you have on your account, you will not have to pay that 50-cent payment processing fee. So I guess that's a little incentive. So I did do a quick look. I wanted to see, what does this look like for my buyer? So I went to someone's store, put something in my cart. As I'm doing all of this, I do not see any of those fees until I go to checkout. So I don't know how this is really going to work. It's great for us sellers, obviously, because we don't have to pay the fees, but throwing that to the buyer, I don't know if they're going to love that. Which is unfortunate because Mercari has been performing really good for me lately, and I think it was due to their shipping decreases that they have because they have more options for heavier items. So with that said, now there are returns for any reason. So this had me concerned the most because I'm thinking, how long do they have for the returns? Do I have to pay for the return? None of that was written anywhere. It just said returns can now be done for any reason. So after looking into it a little bit, they still have the 3 days that they normally would until it would release your money, that they could rate you. So they have 3 days to decide if they want to return that item. If they do it within that 72 hours, they have 3 days to get that scanned in at a post office once they get the label. So let's say it's been 2 days, they open the return, they have now an additional 3 days to get that shipped back to you. From what I'm seeing on their website, it says as long as you are using Mercari shipping labels, Mercari is going to eat that fee. So I guess it's just free shipping for both to come back. So if you're someone that offers free shipping and you're not using the Mercari labels, I would maybe second guess that, because I don't know. I just feel like this is definitely going to be something for people to return for the smallest things. They could return it for, anything. So if you have free shipping, I believe you're going to eat that cost. So something to think about if you do offer free shipping on Mercari. There was a little disclaimer on the bottom that said they will be looking into accounts that are abusing the return process. So, I don't really know what that's how much they're going to enforce that, but it says it on the website. And then the last major thing is going to be how you get your money. They did have, I think, like a $2 or $3 fee. It used to be if you wanted instant money back, or it was free if you were putting it into some sort of checking account, so it was just a money transfer. Now there is going to be a $2 fee every time you want to transfer that money out. So I don't love that either, because nothing in Mercari is saying that they are reliable to keep my money, so they're not insured. My money is just sitting there. I don't want to just keep it there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think maybe wait until I have a certain amount of money, nothing, over $100, because like I said, I don't trust Mercari with my money just sitting there. So let me know what you think you're going to do with that. I think that was another ploy for them to have you spend the money on their site. Because if you keep that money in there and you know that you have to pay a $2 fee, you maybe would rather buy something than pay the fee. So, okay, so that was the Mercari update. I'm not going to go too much more into it. I'm sure there's going to be a million videos out today about the update, but I did just want to kind of give you a quick overview of what I saw this morning. So, other news, Poshmark was offering, this was another thing that kind of blew up on Facebook Monday and Tuesday. They had offered, what was it? They had offered no shipping discount on offers to likers. There was a big banner at the top that did say that that was for a 1 day only, and it was on Monday, but part of Tuesday, and not everybody was able to do it, so I'm not exactly sure. I went and checked today, and it's now no longer, so that was just a promotional time period, so that was not a full-time thing. So now going to my sales. This week I did still have the 20% off on eBay, so people were able to use that. What I was doing is when people were watching my items, I would just automatically send them a 20% off offer because maybe they didn't see the coupon, and I was making sales that way. Another thing that I've been doing on eBay is I am going through my old listings on Flip. And I told you about this a couple weeks now, where I've been revamping the titles and looking at the prices. So what I'm doing for my eBay portion is I'm changing a lot of items that are under £1 to just a flat rate. Before it was calculated, and I live in Wisconsin, so I'm pretty central to everything, besides like very far away places like Hawaii, Alaska, that sort of thing. So I'm kind of doing, different flat rate prices depending on the weight. And I do think that that's helping, because sometimes, I have calculated on there, and when you have a store and you're a top rated seller, you do get the shipping discount. And sometimes it's like a crazy discount that I'm making, almost double on the shipping. So I decided to drop the shipping on some things, so that's making me a little bit more competitive when it comes to the shipping price when people are looking for an item. So now I will flip you around. We'll take a look at my actual listings so you can see my titles, my keywords, my pictures, all of that. And then I'll also give you my numbers for the week. So that includes platform fees, my shipping costs, my average cost of goods. So you see what I actually get to take home for the week. This is for the week of March 18th through the 24th. Mercari has still been doing good for me. 7 items sold there for $244.50. After fees were taken out, that leaves me with $207.93, average sale price $34.93, which is great for Mercari. That's normally where my lower price sales are. Poshmark, I don't know what's going on there. I normally say my average is 20 to 25 items sold, but now it's more like 15 to 20, so I don't know. Gross sales $433 after fees. That left me with $344.70 with the average sale price of $30.93. And then on eBay, 8 items sold, a lot of lower sales over there, $237.03 for my total sales, and then my total profit was $162.02. So gross sales for the week for all 3 platforms was $914.50. I should add in there, when I went to the bins last week, I did find $20 in one of the coats that I purchased. So that's a little tip. Always make sure to check the pockets whenever you buy stuff from the bins or the thrift store. Total fees and shipping was $199.90. My cost of goods, I used an average cost of goods, which is about $3 a piece. So that left me with my total profit that I get to take home is $627.60. My average sale price was $31.53, which I like to see. I want to be in the 30 to 35 range. with a total items sold of 29. So now we will take a look at my actual listings. Starting with Poshmark and Klein, these like flat slip-on career shoes. I pick these up anytime I can, find them for like less than $4. They sell within $18 to $28 range, depending on what they're made of, the size, and the condition. So I always pick these up. These went for my full asking price of 25. Lulu's, this was new with tags. I'm not a huge fan of this brand any longer. It seems to sit for me. If I do pick it up, it needs to be a good size, new with tags, and the longer length dresses seem to do better than the mini dresses. This went for an offer of 35. Crocs, I do enjoy picking this style up, not like the ones you always see with the holes in them. The sandals, different forms of the sandal, not this exact one, do fairly well. This one did have some damage that I didn't look at. I thought I was able to clean it, but I think that something was put on this and it kind of got like this weird discoloration. So this did only go for 16. Hudson's jeans, Hudson jeans, these came in a Quick Lots box not that long ago. I thought I was gonna have a hard time selling these because they were only a size 24, and I don't do that well with Hudson anymore, but they did go for my full asking price of 40. Rock Revival, I don't pick this brand up very often anymore. This came to me from a friend that was donating a bunch of stuff to Goodwill. So this was free to me, and this went for an offer of 39. I think this was my best sale this week. Madeline Gardner, I don't know much about this brand. Anytime I can find these types of gowns at the bins, I will pick them up as long as they're in good condition. This one was new with tags, so I probably only paid, I don't know, maybe $2 for it. I was able to find a stock photo that does help these, more elegant dresses so that people can actually see them on a body. And this went for an offer of 100. Abercrombie and Fitch. I normally have a hard time selling their jeans. I picked these up at the bins. I wasn't expecting much just because this really distressed torn look seems to be on its way out in popularity. But I thought I'd give them a chance since they were at the bins and they went for an offer of 25. J. Crew, one of my favorite brands to sell. This did come in that swimsuit veil lot that I got. Slowly but surely, I'm making my money back from that, and that did go for my full asking price of 35. This was a bad buy. Playboy, I thought this was going to do better. It did have a lot of imperfections. I should have just let it stay at Goodwill, but I picked it up based on style. It sat for quite a while. I finally let it go for 9 just because it was not in great condition. This belt I've had for a long time. I picked it up at the bins. Been to Plato's, they passed on it. It finally went for an offer of $12. This is a vintage Barney Halloween costume. I'm sure it came with like a mask of some sort. I found this at the bins a while back. It did have a little discoloration on it, I do believe. And this went for an offer of 15. I do post everything year round. So I don't, hold off on Christmas items or Halloween items, or in the summer, don't post winter or vice versa for winter to summer, just because I think when someone is looking for something out of season, they're going to go online to look for it. So I want to make sure that I have that offered for my buyer. Old Navy, I had this purchased for one of my plus size live shows. No one wanted it there, and this did sell for $15. Torrid, I have been doing fairly well with Torrid recently. I have like a love-hate relationship with this brand. This was a romper, and it did go for an offer of 27. These Fry sandals I got in a ThredUp rescue box. I believe that box has been paid for now, so it's purely profit, and this did go for an offer of 40. Now into Mercari Beta brand. I don't pick this up all the time just because I think that it has definitely gone downhill in resale value, but this was boot cut. The skinnies I just kind of stay away from, and it was a bigger size. This went for an offer of $22.50. Picked up this jacket at the bins. It was like a tuxedo jacket, white and black. I've had it for, can't remember, it must be like close to a year because I did pick it up originally thinking maybe someone would wear it for prom. And I'm wondering if that's what's happening now because I believe prom is what, April, May, maybe? So this did go for my full asking price of $55.
Bionic, I've had these shoes for almost a year. I think the wedge espadrille is kind of not the most popular style right now. This did go for an offer of 30. Another torrid sale. These are skinny jeans. They are a plus size 24. I still do have good luck selling skinny and plus size. Definitely goes faster, but I have been still selling some skinny jeans. So I think, there is still a market for them. Draper James, I do fairly well with this brand. This was just a pajama set, and this did go for my full offer or full asking price of 30. Rough Stock by Panhandle. I picked this dress up not too long ago. I didn't know much about the brand, but I felt like the style was there and the print was there. So this did go for an offer of 25. Vince, this brand is very high retail. Most of the time, the resale value just isn't quite there. This came in a Quick Lots box probably over a year ago now, and it was a knit wool cardigan. I had it listed for 100. I've been trying to move bulkier things, so I did offer someone 50% off, $50, which is fine because I think my average cost of goods for that box was like $6 or $7. So I maybe could have held on to it for a while and got more, but I was happy to see it go, and the buyer got a great deal. Now onto eBay. These are Wit and Wisdom. This came in the Quick Lots box that those Hudson jeans came in. I don't love this brand, but it does okay if it's new with tags and sometimes in good sizes. This one did go for an offer of 24. Arrow, this is not a great brand. I did buy a big lot of like Hawaiian casual dress shirts from a family friend. So this was in there. This did go on my 20% off sales. Aloe, these leggings I found at Goodwill. They were new with tags, smaller size, but they did go for an offer of 44. Victoria's Secret, a tankini top. This came in that swimsuit bail, so I'm hoping in the next couple weeks maybe to have paid that off. We'll see. This did go for an offer of 13. Loft, another pair of skinny jeans. Was part of the 20% off sale in a size 10. Kalia, I always used to say Kalia, but I finally saw a commercial for it, so it's Kalia. Picked these up at the bins, I think last week. They sold within a couple days for an offer of $18.50, a little bit less than the $28 I had listed originally, but this is kind of like Fabletics to me. I don't think that the resale value is very high because they are always running sales for new items. Gap, I picked this up at the bins probably 3 weeks ago. New with tag linen, and this went for an offer of 24. And then the last item to sell on eBay was an Urban Outfitters top. This was from the Helpsies men box that I got a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, maybe at this point. And this did go for an offer of 20.
So going into next week, I'm going to continue to keep adjusting my prices on eBay with the shipping. I didn't want to just push everything out on one day, so I'm just kind of scattering that because I only have so many listings per month. I do have the store where it's 1,000, so I didn't want to use them all up because I do have a lot of inventory that I am putting out. Sales have been okay. I feel like they just kind of keep gradually going up. I hope that continues. As far as upcoming videos go, I do have a denim box that is coming today from ThredUp. I did say I was going to post a video of the t-shirt box from ThredUp from Arizona, but it's not even worth my time doing that. There was only like, I don't know, 5 shirts that were sellable. So unfortunately that was a dud, which I figured it would be because it was from Arizona. But the denim box that I do have is from Pennsylvania, so hopefully that's going to be better. I do have another video I'm working on too, where I'm going to take you to kind of like an antique store booth type place in town. I know a lot of people do enjoy seeing those vintage items. It's not only vintage, so I will take you around, probably put some comps on the screen of what some of it's worth. I don't know that I will be able to find anything to flip there, but we'll see. So let me know in the comments below, how have your sales been? Hopefully it's getting better now that we're getting closer to spring. And always, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.